Candace Akla, and I play Joanne Skinner in the movie Dead Girl.
I'm Noah Segan, and my character is JT in Dead Girl.
Harel, I'm DP, Dead Girl.
I'm Andrew De Palma. I play Johnny in Dead Girl.
Hi, I'm Jenny Spain. I swear as a dead girl in Dead Girl.
My name's Eric Podner. I play Wheeler in Dead Girl.
I'm Gadi, Harel. I'm the co-director, co-producer of Dead Girl.
I'm Marcel, Sarmiento, co-director, co-producer of Dead Girl. Well, we read the script and we just couldn't put it down, and I think we grew up with these great coming-of-age stories, River's Edge and Stand By Me and all these kind of things, and we thought, how could you sort of tell a story like that in a new way? And the script really presented a great opportunity to sort of tell that coming-of-age story just in a really horrific sort of way, and also make a sort of scary movie at the same time.
Well, just a different way to tackle somewhat traditional themes of growing up, whether it's the different fears and friendship and things like that. It's just, we were just wanting to tell a somewhat familiar story in a completely new way.
Well, I was the live girl, luckily, so I got to, most of my scenes were shot just during the day at school, and very light scenes, so I didn't really get drawn into the madness until the end.
Spoiler.
Yeah, actually, preparing for this role was fun for me because I never really was the character that I portrayed in real life. So for me, it was bringing a level of sensitivity to the whole jock aspect of school and high school, and just the bully. So that was pretty cool.
It was very difficult. It was a long process to get to the place where I felt like I could do what needed to be done, let alone pretend to be a different person than myself. There's a lot that goes into any role that's physical. That's your voice, that's your clothes, that's the way you walk, and things like that, and your mannerisms. But then let alone pretending to the point where you start to convince yourself that what you're doing is in fact real. And of course, this is a very surreal movie, and so it was a lot of time spent alone, and a lot of time not being concerned with the things I'm usually concerned with, like women who I love.
It's an interesting film. All of our characters are sort of a certain type of a person. I was the stoner, so I did my research, and to be able to do what we had to do. It was difficult. It was difficult on the mind, and but it was cool. Like before we started filming, we all worked together and talked about it, so when we came to film, it was easy.
It was mentally and physically challenging, and you have to really, put your head in a safe mind. It's just, I had to develop get to know everybody else in order for me to, do the dead girl, because I needed him to feel comfortable. I needed him to feel comfortable, so that way I felt comfortable. And it was extremely challenging, but it worked. It's good.
Well, low budget filmmaking is always challenging. Shot in 20 odd days. No one's making a lot of money. You're working long hours. You're in an environment that's full of asbestos, and so they clean it up.
It's terrible.
People have masks on, and you're also making a movie it's pretty disturbing. So I think every day was a big challenge, but you also know you're making something that's sort of special and interesting and unique. And if you pull it off and you really take it to that place, you'll end up with something that actually might be really great, and I think that's what happened.
I mean, I think also the other thing is, I don't really feel like we were limited though. I mean, we knew we had, certain tools and things we could do, but it was a creative process. I mean, we really like, okay, let's make this different. Let's try and do something fresh and intimate and sort of poetic at the same time. It wasn't really, it was structured. We knew what we wanted, but we.
Sure, our limits were also our freedoms, but sure.
It's great.
It's amazing.
Exciting.
Yeah. It's great, to be at a festival like this. I think these guys, can save themselves, but because it's our movie. I think when you're set out to make a movie like this, you never quite know how it's going to, be accepted or what people are going to think. And it's been great to come to festivals that people really respect, cinema, and be part of that. And it's nice.
Also, all these people took a huge gamble. Like they gave us a lot of trust, and we said, follow us, and we'll make something that you'll be really proud of. And it's really nice to sort of give this back and say thank you, and now let's go watch it. It's a beautiful theater with a lot of people, and we're really feel fortunate to give them that opportunity.
AFIs are,
it's nice because
we're all here. We made it here.
Yeah.
We're from here.
We drive by the ArcLight
Yeah.
every day, so it's really exciting.
Unlike the other film festivals that we've been at, which are wonderful festivals and very renowned festivals, AFI, of course, represents education and the curating of films, which is a lot different than simply a festival. It's a lot different than simply people getting together to show movies and sell movies. It's people getting together to educate themselves about film. And I know Harris is an AFI alum, and of course that's a huge thing. Not everyone can, people can't be Sundance Film Festival alumni. You can have gone to the Sundance Institute, you can study at NYU and have a movie at Tribeca, you can go to the University of Toronto and have a movie at the Toronto Film Festival, but this is a festival for people who are not only in LA, but for people who are appreciative of an institute devoted to movies, So I think, it must make you feel great, man.
I'm really proud of it. But I'm proud of the film. I'm proud of just being an AFI alumni. It's definitely great.
What was AFI Fest like for you when you were a student? How was that?
It's I think like everything, something you want to do, you want to get into.
Yeah.
So, be part of, since you're part of the sort of school.
Does it represent a sort of homecoming or sort of
some
growing up, if you will, the fact that you were a student here and now you have a film at the festival?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think just to jump back to something, I think something you guys were saying about the family thing. I think really you guys made it then. You guys were inclusive, this is what we're going to do. Not only trust us, but be a part of it. We're together.
Yeah, the film is about some serious hard choices that these kids are presented with throughout the entire film and almost every single situation. And you have to be consistently reminded that it's okay to go there, it's okay to take that jump, and that she's okay and we're all okay, and that this is the story. It's important to be reminded of that when these characters are having to make some really horrible, horrific decisions. And I think that's really what the film's about, and that's why I think the message was able to become so special in the end. Yeah.